Hello everyone, TMan978. Welcome to another TMan978's how-to. This one is for Fans Toys FT-40A Hannibal. I have him laying down like this because he can't stand up in the configuration he's in. When you open this guy, he will be in a styrofoam like this. Number one, his head won't be attached. Check my review for why that is the case. The hands will be rotated like this. So we need to just rotate them, and the feet will be like this. Bring the feet forward, and there is a heel that needs to come out. Do that, and basically he's good to go. You can pose the hands how you want, but to fully get him in his other mode, we need to take the head off, bring the legs down like that, do this and that, bring this down and rotate the foot around so the foot will be forward in that configuration. Pull the arms forward to unpeg them from his body, and now Spike, or whatever he was called in Japan, there he is. He is the Headmaster. I think he was just Fortress Maximus over there, whatever his name was. Might have been something goofy like Billy. But this right here, this sword, we need to shove in the handle and separate here. I like to use a spudger because it's probably safer than my fingernails. Split that and then rotate this hinge down. Put that to the side for now. The hands, we need to have the thumb move them like this and ball the fingers up bend them up like that. Do that to both hands. And now this hinges off of the forearm like that. We need to rotate this and make sure that this right here, this groove is straight so I can peg there like this. But same deal over here, and shut that. Bring the arm straight right here, and we can elongate the body away from the crotch. Rotate this around, and these hip skirts need to lift up, push in right there, lift this up, push that in. We need to bend at this hinge right here, which is easy on that side. And once we do that, we can shove it down like this. This side for me on this copy is very difficult. We can bend that, do that. Now, let's rotate the thighs now. Rotate the thighs now. They are actually attached on a peg on the inside right here. I'm gonna bend it to detach that. Bend this to detach that. And where am I gonna start? I'm gonna open this panel up. These panels attach from the side of the body. Detach that from the side of the body. Bring that in. Bring this one in. They kind of like over and under each other. And then I'm gonna just leave the arms and leave this stuff dangling like that for now. The leg. The leg needs to detach this hinge right here like that, and then we can shut that. This panel can open up. This panel right here needs to shove inside. This heel spur needs to shut, or heel needs to shut. I hate calling it a heel spur because it's not a heel spur. Open this up and slide that over. We can open this up, bring this out and rotate it around like this. Shove this in, and at this point right here, if you want this to be the other optional cheek, it pulls straight off. Do that now at this point right there if that's what you want, if you don't like these cheeks. And this part right here, it actually needs to like separate. I'm gonna show you the piece right here. This isn't my figure. It was lent to me by Matt, the bot supplier. They plug on like the fall off pieces on a Hasbro product, but this is super securely in there. Plus this rotates. I think originally it was supposed to come with this piece inside of there, so you can just slide this off the mushroom peg that it's on, like get it angled and slide that out. But they changed their mind, and it is very difficult to do it like that, like I just explained. So I am not doing that ever. I'll let Matt decide to do that. But anyway, we can bring the leg in here, shut this, make sure that this clip goes behind here, and kind of angle that to get it out of the way. So let's do all that over here. We can disengage this, shut that, can open this up, bring this around, slide it, and make sure that this panel gets pushed in. Shut this, bring the foot in, lift this out to this position, bring this up, rotate it this way, bring the leg in here, and shut this, making sure this is covering that and making sure that that peg went behind the leg. Now up here, we can start swinging this up, and this right here needs to come up like that, but you can't do that until you bring this up. So we can bring that up and make it match. If you want this guy to have a different face at this point, I suggest using your spudger again. Get that going. Here is where the battery goes in there. I'm gonna have the battery right here on the screen that you need to put in there. And you can put on his other optional yelling face. Here is the button. The button, when you put the face on though, after the battery is in, is actually the chin. So push that again, and that is well hidden, and that will make the eyes light up. But now that we're here, we need to shove the crotch. Angle it, bring this hinge forward, and shove the crotch up underneath of the forehead. Now we need to get this up, put the hands into here, put the, well, not the hands, where the hands are, the wrist back into there. And now we should be able to bring this side down so that this peg can go into there and this peg can go into here. And to do that, it seems like you have to do this bottom one first, line that up with the hole. Line that up, and then it should be able to plug this in easier. Line this up, and then this should plug in easier. All right, now if you want the brain stem to be in there, whatever, twist it. Make sure that the collar is in this orientation or the neck socket. Put this in here, shove that spring in, and then twist it, and it should stay like that right there. Now if you want to use this right here, take this out and have this into this orientation. Just sit this here, and what I did was like shove that in there, and that seems to be what will keep this into place. They don't have any instructions on this base inside of the instructions at all, so just leave that like that. But there you go, here he is. I show this off in the chill review, but bonus information, you can store these in there while they're in that configuration right there. This is the short sword, by the way. All right, let's do the transformation from this head mode to robot mode. If you have this installed, you will need to make sure that this is actually in this orientation, the neck, because it can rotate sometimes. But basically, twist this way, and then it can pull out. And to get this where it needs to be, we need to separate right here, slide that up, and go ahead and pull this handle out right there. Now for the head, we need to get, you know what, I'm going to get the arms off of here. They peg in very, very tightly. Get them down and basically have this just dangling out of the way. Now we should have no problems getting this off. If you have use a spudger to get that out of there. It's kind of difficult to get that out. Now we need to get this right here off of these pegs. Do that. Kind of get this up away from there. And now we can pull this back to get the crotch out. Pull that back as far as you can. Kind of lift this up to detach it from this forehead crest. Push the forehead crest in there and bring the face down over that. While we're here, we might as well just rotate this now to get that out of the way. And we can, at this point, split this and bring that back over here. Bring that back over there. And lift the chest into position and shut that like that. All right. Now, these things right here. This needs to lift up. Bring the legs down like that. And now we need to get this part of the hip skirt out. Lift this up. Get this part of the hip skirt out. And slide these out. It's easier if it's down, I guess. Slide this out. And we can go ahead and crunch this down like that. Okay. Now over here, we can separate this, bring this out, which can then elongate the leg. This needs to rotate inward that way. And we're gonna leave that alone until we move the foot out right here. Then I'm going to slide this up and bring that inside of the body. Open this heel right there and start bend this way. But when we get to about here, we can rotate that up so it will clear this thing right there. And yeah, rotate it, push it up so it will clear that. That's the main thing we're doing right there. Oh wait, before we shut that, this panel right here needs to come out. It is difficult to get that panel out. There's like a little groove in there, so you can grab it a little bit. It is hard as shit to grab that. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me get this out of the way to give myself a little bit more room. Okay, let me see if this will actually work. There's another groove right here. I bet on that to get it started. And now I can grab that. That was not a good design right there. But with that done, now I'm gonna start bending this and angling this down so it can be out of the way. And this can all collapse in on top of each other. Now, this piece right here needs to come out and grab that. And at this point, we can rotate the thigh around right there and clamp this together right here. All right. Now, we're gonna try all that over here. I'm gonna open this up. Get that arm out the way. Bring the foot out. Bring the heel out. I elongated the leg, elongated itself, so we're gonna do that. Slide this up and bring this in. Grab at that little lip thing again to get that started and bring this panel out. Rotate this, trying to make sure you don't hit anything on the way. Lift this up, rotate this, and bring it that way so I can clear all this and come on down. And this clip needs to go behind that. It actually worked for once on this side, so I didn't explicitly show that. Open that up and then bring the leg together. Rotate the thigh. Make sure this is out the way. Clamp the hip together. And the hands. You open up the arms like this. Bring out the hand. Shut that. Open up the arm. Bring out the hand. Shut that. Get him standing up. Spike or Headmaster dude or whatever you want to call him. Just make sure the hands are plugged into the rear of the body like that. Take the legs, bring them up, and basically get that peg into the forearm on both sides. I'm laughing because this is all of a sudden randomly difficult when I'm trying to film this, and I don't want these videos to be crazy long, but now I'm having an issue getting and I don't know why. There we go. Now you can leave these little feet like this, but they will kind of be interfering with articulation. So what I do is lift that up and rotate them. They are stiff on the ball joint, and that one wanted to come out, to be honest. And now here, you need to lift up on this, rotate the face, and bring it back down. Plug this into the body, and you're done. You're done. This thing has a few kinks in it. I have a full review where I discuss all that, because yours probably has the same kinks as mine. But thank you, Matt the bot supplier, for allowing me to hold this so I can make this video and the previous chill review. Thank you all for watching this. If this video helped you, do all the things that I always ask for: like, share, subscribe. There is a super thanks button down there on the screen. All the things you want to do to help me out. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, TMan978 out of here. Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should